Hey everyone, Tom here, Ludicrous Feed, just driving into the BP here in Balgowlah in the north of Sydney to test out the new BP Pulse electric vehicle chargers here very close to my home. So we're going to give that a go today. I've heard they are free to use for now, so let's give that a try. And more importantly, have a look at this. They are actually both CCS2. There we go, so there it is, CCS2 plug on port number 2, and also CCS2 port number 1. How's that? That is very unusual. Normally one of them is CCS2 and the other one is CHAdeMO, so that's very unusual. And that'd be good, because normally if one's used, because a lot of cars are now CCS2, the other one can't be used. So I'm actually happy that they're both CCS2 for now. Hopefully they'll add more chargers to this location so that there'll be at least one CHAdeMO for cars that can use them. All right, let's plug in. Now, because we have got a Model S, they come equipped only with a Type 2 charge port. A lot of the newer EVs are now CCS2, so you don't have to worry about this, but I just wanted to try using my adapter today because I haven't used one of these in a long time. So this is a CCS2 to Type 2 adapter, specifically for Tesla Model S and Model X. All right, so let's have a look. So let's press button to start CCS. All right, connect CCS plug to your vehicle. All right, let's do that. These cables are very long, thick and heavy because they do carry a lot of voltage. Alright, I'll use two hands for this, sorry everyone, if you can't see. There we go, I plugged it in there. Okay, so use app or tap your card below to authenticate. So I've got the BP app, so I'll just open that for you. There we go. Alright, so find the station. Okay, so let's have a look. That's me there. There you go, CCS2, 75 kilowatts, connector 1 and 2. There you go, this charge session is free of cost. It's good to know. All right, so connector 1, CCS2, that's me. Free, begin charge, let's do it. Click, click, that's a good sign. Great, let's see what rate we can get with the Model S. All right, it's ramping up as we go. 48% currently state of charge. 42 kilowatts. 47, okay, 47. I think that's about right. I know Model S recently, well not recently, but a few years ago, they did throttle the charging speed, DC charging speed for Model S, especially the Autopilot 1 cars. This is a 2015 vehicle, so that's about the same speed that I think I'm getting with supercharging as well, so that correlates quite nicely. And I've got to say, look, Tritium does cop a bit of criticism with its reliability, but in terms of its UX, it's still probably the best UX for non-Tesla DC fast chargers. Because the screen is okay, you know, it's not too bright at the moment, and I think the newer generation ones do help with the glare a bit as well, if the sun is shining. But you know, you got all the information you need there. You've got the graph to show you how fast it's going. That's the maximum 75. And then you've got, you know, the amount of energy added that's going up as we speak. It's CCS2 plug as opposed to CHAdeMO, which is a different graphic. That's the current charge rate, 43 kilowatts. That's my battery state of charge, 50%. Now I've been here for 1 minute. It's all pretty self-explanatory. And then, you know, if you want to change language to assume that's, well, I know that is simplified Chinese or simplified Mandarin. And if you want to stop, just press the stop button there. And the instructions are there, it's pretty clear, you know, have station ID, download the BP Pulse app. As you saw, it's pretty easy to use on the app there. And on the app, correlates quite nicely with the screen. There we go. Station ID, time connected, charge time, energy provided, all that stuff is right there. Address for this location, BP Pulse Balgowlah. So yeah, it's pretty good, pretty straightforward. And if someone else wants to charge using a CCS2 port on number 2, then you've got 50 kilowatts at your disposal. I don't know whether that would be throttled on my side too, probably, because it's a 75, RTM 75 charger, so that's the maximum charging rate. And the power is shared as well. So, you know, it'd be good if someone can turn up and sort of test it for us. We'll see what happens anyway during the time we're here. Let's have a look around the location here. So there we go, that's my car there on the left. That's the charger there. We've got bollards there, well advertised. And then the signage down here. It's pretty clear what this is. EV charging right there. Of course, the other charge spot has that as well. Right next to the ice. Of course, being at the petrol station here, BP Balgowlah, you've got amenities, food, all that stuff over there inside the shops there, which is great. And then you've got more advertising from BP Pulse as well. So pretty clear what that is. Rapid electric vehicle charging. Thank you BP for doing this. Then behind the charger you've got, this one's a PKM, okay. I'm still confused, RTM, PKM. I can't quite tell them apart. But like I said, I think one of them might be a higher load for power sharing. And you can tell whether, might not come out as clear on the camera, but green is available and the blue is occupied by myself at the moment. And just across there, obviously the petrol pumps for the rest of the station. So pan around, hopefully, 5, 10 years, 15 years, they will all be electric, or at least the majority of them as well. And just a quick note, you probably could drive a little bit closer to the bollard, because sometimes with these chargers, I know, for example, Sutton Forest uses Tritium as well. And if you're not plugged in like absolutely, it does make it harder for the connection to happen. And sometimes it's not as sensitive, but in this case it seems to be okay. It seems to be charging reasonably well at the moment. Still getting through 38 kilowatts, 53% in. Like I said, these cables are very thick, but you can pull that out a little bit. See that? You can pull it out if you need to get a bit more slack if your charge port is in a different location, which is a nice design. Nice design, yeah. Can't think of the word. But yeah, I know some people say the shorter the cable, the more efficient the charging, but I can see the benefits of having a longer cable too for the different charge ports you've got to accommodate for these third-party DC fast chargers. When you are charging, it is locked, so you cannot slip this one out from the charger. You could maybe slip this one out. I don't really want to. I just feel that's possibly dangerous, slipping this connection out from that one. I'm not sure if this section is locked, but certainly the adapter to the car is locked. I cannot pull it out easily anyway. So that is a risk, having it stick out that much from the vehicle. So inside my car, let's see, I'm getting 38 kilowatts. And it correlates pretty well with the BP Pulse Tritium charger display. So yeah, so it's 36.7 kilowatts. So maybe 1 kilowatt loss to heat, possibly. I do have the AC on inside the vehicle, so that might be the reason. And what's cool in the app as well is that you can actually monitor if, for example, you don't have a Tesla, because Teslas do have the app you can watch your vehicle from as well, but if you don't have a Tesla that has monitoring facilities from an app, for example, you've got the BP app. You can monitor how much time has elapsed, how much energy is provided, how much it's costing you. Today, obviously, it's free because it's on trial. And you can also end the session as well from the app. That's very convenient indeed. And look, you can always go to PlugShare as well and log your charge, which I'm going to do as well for this session. And look, right on cue here is another EV coming in. BMW i3. I think I know this person. We're going to go say hello. Okay, so we've got Keith from evee.com.au joining us. Hey, Keith.
Hey, Tom.
Is this an official EV promotion?
Probably.
Yeah, okay, maybe, yeah. Well, that's his BMW i3, so we're going to plug in and see what happens when I'm plugged in and he's plugged in as well, whether the charging rate drops. All right, so Keith's opening his CCS2 port for the i3. All right, so at the moment I'm getting 30. It's saying 50 available.
Okay, let's find out.
Let's do it.
Right, make sure our car is plugged in, which is nice.
Who said EVs aren't exciting? This thing is so heavy.
Yeah, it's a beast.
So you got Keith Smarty put my cable on this bollard, so it's not so much, not so much tightness there, more slack. All right, so, there we go. I'm going to film this bit. Okay, you see how mine's dropped to 25 kilowatts? Keith has gazumped me, see that? 25, I had max 75 before, and now he's getting max 50, so interesting.
Well, I'm getting not getting anything.
Well, as in the max available is 50 for this charger. Max for me is 25, right? There you go.
No, the i3 doesn't show you the charge rate from inside the car.
Yeah,
so
right.
The only chance you've got of seeing it from here.
I would have thought maybe because I had a lower charge rate, I'd get the priority in, because I came first, but Keith came second, and he's still got...
It's ramping.
Ramping
to
up.
a max of 50 anyway.
I know, and he's got a higher charge rate. What's going on here, Tritium? What is going on?
Maybe it'll balance in a minute.
Yeah, we'll see, hey? Okay. What's the max charge rate for your car?
50 kilowatts.
50 kilowatts, okay, perfect. Okay, so you're getting the full 50, or pretty much.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which is actually a surprise because it's probably at 75 to 80% charged.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens. We're playing the balancing game here, 1 and 2. I came first, lower charge rate. Still getting gazumped by Keith. Higher charge rate, came second. There you go, in case you're wondering. I've always wondered anyway, personally. So that mystery solved. Okay, so look at this. So when both are occupied, they both turn blue. It doesn't turn out very well on the camera, but you saw before how one was green, one was blue, so a bit of a point of difference there. All right, so that's Keith's BMW app. All good. There you go. A few stats there, 100% at about 11:53, so that's 40 minutes time. Interesting. A charging plan? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, nowhere does it show you the actual charge rate.
I guess that's what that's for on the Tritium. Okay, so Keith's done. He's going to pull out now from the car. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
However, it stopped me at 90%.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, well, nonetheless. Yeah. And then do I get my, I get my full 75 back. I think this is, well, actually, no, it is faster, isn't it? It was sort of 22 before.
Yeah, that's going back up.
There you go.
Yep.
So if you really want to make someone's day miserable, plug in on the other side to slow them down. There you go. Yep. Okay, so I think I'm done as well. So, so we're going to stop here. Okay, see that goes down there, and then we're going to pull out as well on this side. Finished, please return plug. There you go. All the stats are up here, so Keith, you want to come closer and just show the folks there? 70%, 13.97 kilowatt hours, 26 minutes. There you go. Like I said, Tritium's got pretty good UX. And I'm going to pull out from here as well. There you go. So see how that wasn't locked in when that stopped charging, but this one's still locked in. So I have to unlock the charger from the car. And because I've got Keith here, I'm going to hold both CCS2 ports like that. See that? That is so rare, right? That you rarely get both CCS2 plugs at the same time. There you go. All right, everyone, that's me, TESLATOM. Thanks for watching on Ludicrous Feed. And here we are at the Balgowlah BP Pulse EV charger. Until next time, happy charging.